Well, after we had the rudder repaired by Above the Brine, excellent service from them, brilliant work and very helpful, an excellent person, and really recommend if you need work doing, or even as a challenger, their prices are excellent, very competitive indeed, and good service. I would recommend them wholeheartedly. Now all we have to do is escape from these two boats, which are very close together, and we've got a very narrow gap to get out of.
It's teaching.
Yeah.
They're not teaching.
It's a bank robber's knot or something.
And we finally got our boat on the water. The rudder's been fixed, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks convincing.
Looks convincing, done a good job. And he's sorted everything out. And so, with a bit of luck, we should be out of here.
Well, the main thing doesn't.
Having escaped the fine gap between the two boats, which was relatively easy to be honest with you, we thought we'd just motor around the marina and wait for the sill to open, and lo and behold we got stuck on the bottom of the marina, not the sill this time, and so anyway we finally got it off and away we went again.
Right, don't panic because you've got all this now. You can stay over that side, we just can't go.
They're on the starboard side, Benny.
On the starboard side?
Yeah. The idea now was to stay by as close to the gates as possible, so we could get out with ease and not have any more hiccups like getting stuck on the bottom or getting jammed between boats. And so we decided to pull into the fuel berth with the assistance of somebody on the dock side who was waiting for fuel. Unfortunately, the marina had no fuel, so a marina without fuel, they'd run out apparently, and service was slow. Marina was excellent. They were very helpful and very accommodating, considering I was stuck there for 2.5 weeks.
Just stop it until the gates open on the right. It's a little bit difficult to get myself to that corner. Did you get fuel out? No. Yeah, no fuel. Sorry.
Yeah, so I called them up and they said, oh yeah, we're looking for something to do.
Oh no.
That's great, if you just tie that on.
It was invaluable, I guess. Thank you very much. 10 minutes to go, take a breather lads, you're doing well.
It's getting out of that gap, this is the important thing.
Yes,
It came out quite well backwards actually.
it really did, I was impressed with it. Just the windage and the fact that we haven't got that much.
It was the windage.
Ah, there you go. Didn't even know that cleat was there.
Is that going to stay on there?
Yeah, I'm going to put that under there.
Yeah.
But
Are we going forward? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Maybe slackened up on that, tighten that back up. Whoa, that's it. Whoa, you're going to lose it. Stay there. No, you come off. Get it back.
No,
that
don't
one.
panic, don't panic, don't panic.
Just leave it on there. Watch your fingers. That's it.
It's just not coding on that, is it?
No.
Just keep that in. Keep that in.
Yeah.
Down.
Copy that. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, just hang around.
10 minutes.
Yeah. And we should be able to pull back now. Take the front one off and then just walk back. Get on.
Victoria, if you bear with 2 seconds, I've got one boat coming out. On your berth there is a pad on Padella's spot.
Okay. Wanna get on? Gonna hook that up, Denny.
DJ will be turned off as soon as you know.
We leave this for now. Leave that there.
So you're reversing all the way back out?
You going all the way out on this?
No.
No.
Hopefully it'll swing all the way round in a minute.
Hopefully, yeah. You alright up there, Gareth, yeah?
All those lines safe. Chuck those lines in, people.
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
Swan, Victoria Dock, if you hold on 2 minutes, I've got one boat coming out, I've got Donny Joe coming in, I'll let you know when it's safe to enter over.
Yeah, we got it, that's it.
Is that line tied off?
Yeah, I've rolled it right back in. That's it all there. Nothing's going to happen to that. Let's just get out there, past these boats.
So do you want to let that keel down, Denny?
Just release it all the way.
Well, we finally left Victoria Dock, Caernarfon. Beautiful place. Typical wind's got up now. We've got 18 knots of wind on the nose. How typical is that? And 19 knots now, gusting 19 knots, dear me. It's supposed to be 5 miles an hour. Snowdonia in the background, I don't know whether you can see that now. It's unfortunate, it's a very, although it looks big to us, but on the GoPro you can't see much. It's not Gareth in the background, it's Snowdonia.
Not this time.
I breathed in, don't mistake me for the mountain.
That's Port de Norwich, aren't
Good sailing there.
Let's just see what this. So we should pass port to port, depending what this guy is doing.
Can't you watch it now?
The sailboat.
The sailboat with
Sailboat,
the
yeah.
spinnaker up.
Yeah.
I might go around behind him actually.
I didn't expect this at all. This is weird. It's an actual lock gate. We're actually going into a lock and then we're up. This is bloody me. This is terrible because it's huge, big dock, lock, you know, massive, and it's just walls all around. He said, "There's no boats here." He said, "This is a lock gate."
I remember my first stop out of the Porter's Lock on the Thames, that 60-foot rise.
Yeah.
It was just really terrifying.
That's a nice little place, this, isn't it?
Oh, it's another new experience, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that was good assistance we got there, I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you need it, but yeah, can't sandwich after this.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Oh, they're getting their fuel now.
Yeah. That's a good place to have a fuel berth, isn't it?
So presumably, well, we don't know if they're going to come in after that or whether
They're going to go back out again, I think.
they're
Yeah,
going to go back
yeah.
out again.
I quite like this. This is nice.
Well, it's going to be easy to see which way from there.
I just hope we can get where we're going to go and back out again. I really thought that was it. I thought, bloody hell, we've gone too far, and this is just it.
It's very hard to see as you come in. It's hard because this is then an angle, isn't it?
So as well. As we now pass through the lock and into the main channel, it's a harbour really, and there's very little space between the boats. We are directed under the main bridge and then to moor up on our port side at the moment, but we need to turn around so that we're ready for the off in the morning. And it looks like it's going to be a very difficult, tight spot to manoeuvre in, but we're getting good at this, manoeuvring in tight spaces, so let's hope everything goes well. Yeah, it's crammed in here, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's tight. Whatever it's doing, it's doing.
I assume we're going in behind them straits on the port side.
We're on the starboard side if it's going on the port side.
Sure, yeah.
Looks like it.
There's nobody on this side to take the lines, you know.
Should be alright.
And we have got room to be.
Oh, we'll get room on this side, Danny, on the other side.
Yeah.
It's 11 minutes past 9 now. Panic was beginning to set in as we'd only just entered the lock. We've got to close the lock gates and then we've got to exit the lock, and we've got to get up to Britannia Bridge before 9:30, and it was a good 2 mile away, so it would take us slightly longer than that, but we'll go as fast as we can and see what we can do. Hopefully the wind on the nose won't be too great. Approaching the Menai Bridge now. It's just the Menai Bridge, is it? Yeah. It's the Menai Bridge. And we're 9:33, so we should be there about 9:37 going through the bridge. So approaching Britannia Bridge now, and it's 9:37. So we're a bit off the side, so go. We start heading in now. Green light up with the pyramid and head for the centre of the arch now.
Turn to star to port.
Port. That's it, we're on the transit line. Keep going up now. A little bit more to port. Just a bit more to port. Just off that transit line.
line up the two markers underneath the bridge there, Britannia. And now we're going to go as we level. As we level with we see the boathouse on the right. Yeah. We stay about 10 meters away from the edge, from the starboard edge. And we head now towards the starboard pillar of Menai Bridge. And as we pass the boathouse on the right, when that comes into view, we line up with the centre of the bridge. Yeah.
Yes, centre of the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you pass here, and then aim for the centre.
That's exactly mine. As soon as you get to the slip of the boathouse, you go 45 degrees, and you're smack in the middle of the river. Nearly in the middle of the river now. You'll be over there.
That's the instructions are over.
Yeah.
Simple instructions for high water.
Like low water one now, once you pass the slip, we go slightly there.
There's the boathouse. So when that comes into view, the actual boathouse there, we turn to go through the centre of the bridge. And we miss that on the side there. There's what's it called? What's it called there? What's that called? That spit.
This is point tractors.
Yeah,
That was Price Point.
Yeah.
or even go across to Beaumaris if we've got a problem.
Yeah.
That's Menai, and I've got it 1147. That's it, yeah. So we'll
4 minutes between friends.
there's a speedboat coming up on our port side which is going to go right past us.
And produce a load of wash.
Yeah. And produce a load of wash. He's going fast for 8 knots, isn't he? One hand for the boat. Trap yourself in the doorway. Yeah.
But that cloud carries on, doesn't it? There's no break in that cloud, is there? Yeah.
What did you do to see? I know.
Well, this is a bit unexpected. 22 knots of wind. With the sea. So imagine if this was wind against tide, it'd be horrendous. But the tide is coming in. The wind's with the tide. How the difference a day makes. This was forecast to be between 10 and 12 mile an hour today. Yeah. But I think this is a bit more than 10 or 12 mile an hour. As per usual. 22 knots, not 10 or 12 mile an hour. It's just like a big waterfall. We looked over to Snowdonia. You can't see it properly, but here's some close-ups using another camera. Unfortunately, a bit bad because we were rocking up and down so badly. But they just looked like a waterfall coming over Snowdonia there. It's incredible, a beautiful sight. But yeah, we were hitting 22 knots, and then it went up to 27. 28 was the fastest we recorded, and that was only for a split second. But yeah, good job it wasn't wind over tide, otherwise we would have had a really rough passage getting back there. We went from 7 knots of speed down to just over 2 knots of speed against the wind and tide.
Yeah, that's right. Now, it's Charisma going out. Hope he's well equipped.